What's going down, everybody? We're back.
Again.
Y'all know how we do. It's your boy, Drewski. And this chicken is awesome.
It's been marinated in Jack Daniel's teriyaki something.
I knew it was some kind of teriyaki.
Yeah.
If y'all don't know who that is.
It's Stacked 510.
And welcome to another
episode
of
of...
What Are We Doing?
Man, we trying to get high, maintain heat. This heat is fucking us up.
Yo, I'm telling you. Vegas is killer, man.
If I get another text from somebody in the 90s, I'm a fucking snap.
Oh, man. That must be your Cali compadres.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the highest was 96. Motherfucker, we at 120.
Anybody tell me the highest is 96, I'm going to just slap them in the mouth.
Now, they tell me this on Messenger and all that, but how the fuck do you got the nerve to complain to me?
Right?
I get, if you're from the Arctic areas, you got the right. You icy.
Yeah, like 90 degrees in like the Arctic.
Come on now.
You would die. You would not know what to do with your life.
Yeah,
like,
hold on. Anybody from the Arctic come out to Cali right now, they're gonna be like, fuck, it's hot.
oh my gosh.
We
They
ain't
think
leaving
it's
the room.
they probably think that's Death Valley.
Yeah, that is their Death Valley. They won't even look
Like
at
the
it.
Arctic comes to California and they're just
Yeah.
like, no, it's so hot.
Shout out to all our islanders and everybody from tropical and Icelandic weather.
Y'all know exactly what we're going through right now.
God damn, it's worse for y'all. You remember home? Remember what that was like? Not no more.
Right?
Feel like a boot camp or something.
And the thing is, I've been to like Arizona. I've been to various places around, well, the West Coast.
Okay.
I did a little stint in Georgia for a little bit, and that was a totally different experience because it was like,
Humid.
oh my god,
Yes.
look,
I know that-
you know what Georgia felt like? Georgia felt like today, to where you took a cold shower, you walked out the cold shower, dried off, went to another room, and started sweating again.
I wouldn't even drive. I just instantly start sweating while I was still wet.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what happens to me out here. Take a cold ass shower for about 20 minutes, completely cool off, get out, I'm sweating.
I'm talking about folks.
Like,
if
come
y'all
on
don't,
now.
if y'all haven't, I know y'all in Vegas.
Oh, don't
I know
hotbox
y'all come
it.
through, and even though y'all house got AC on, the first thing you do is you get buck ass naked, you run to the shower, and you turn on that cold water. You let it run for a second because the pipes got this shit boiling.
Shit, you gonna get burned.
But as soon as that bitch hit cold, you hop in there and you just stand. You don't even take a full shower. It's too much energy.
No.
That's how bad the heat is out here in Vegas.
Shit, I
Right
do
now.
even less than that. I just put a body part in at a time.
Nah,
Arm,
bro.
leg, head.
Nah,
At
as
a
soon as
time.
it hits cold, because I got one of them flexible, adjustable shower heads, I bit that bitch all the way up to where I can stand under it, and I just go, whop.
Nah,
And I
got
suffer
that,
through it too. I hit that, ah!
I can't breathe.
But I'm still walking through it like, oh my god, this feels so much better than
So
everything
good.
else.
Yes. Because all you think about is when you get out, fuck, it's going to be hot.
Right, like, you know that you, like, gotta go outside, and you're like, oh god.
It kind of makes you wonder, why the fuck am I still in this place?
Yo, I'm telling you, me and the wife have been talking about moving to Washington, bro. Once we get everything up and rolling.
Yeah. Shit, she's been trying to convince me for the past couple of years about Alaska. I don't like excessive heat. What the fuck makes you think I'm gonna like excessive cold? I need tropical balance. I'm spoiled with Cali Bay weather.
The what is it, $1,000 a year
Yeah.
you get?
Or something like that.
After you live there for a year,
Uh-huh.
they
That,
pay you to live there.
oil check or something.
Yeah.
Tax for fucking up the land.
But that still is not worth being in. But to me, like, going to Washington is excessive cold.
That is. It's all rain.
It's rain, bro.
Way more than Cali.
Mm-mm.
It's
I can't do it.
Shit.
No. Like,
No, I could do it. I like the rain. I used to be out there every single day in the rain.
See?
2 weeks straight. 2 hoodies, 2 shirts, 2 pants, 2 socks. I don't give a fuck. I'm out there all day, all night.
so
What's
I'm
happening?
always outside. But
You need some. You know where I'm
you know
at.
what? As I've gotten older, I've come to appreciate like the cooler weather. I used to be a summertime kid,
Yeah, me
but
too.
I'm born on 420. I was born for the summertime.
Yeah. I'm late July.
Yeah, so you're born for the summertime.
In that heat. We love that shit.
So we love that shit.
But come on.
But
this is just
this is crazy
much.
to where bedtime.
I mean,
Folks, like 3 in the morning, it's still 92 degrees. This is supposed to be the coolest part of your day.
Yesterday and the day before, at 5 in the morning, right before the sun came up at 6:30, 86. I was happy.
No, right?
86, I celebrated like the motherfucker was 72.
Nah, like lately
I
I've been
was feeling good. Like,
lately I've been hitting outside like 4 in the morning. I'm just like
trying to breathe.
It feels so much better than everything that I'm doing right now.
I swear I'm about to just say fuck it and switch to graveyard shift. It's like there's no choice.
Right?
It's too hot to be in the day shift.
It is. See, this is when folks in Vegas. This is why we kind of like Vegas, because everything is so 24-hour.
Yes, you gotta be.
So here,
too hot
you have the option of going, "Hey, boss, graveyard shift available?"
Yeah.
Like, yeah? You want to work graveyard? Like, yes.
Duh.
Hey, when I get home, the sun's coming up. I don't have to worry about it. I'll sleep through the heat. I sleep through the angry people in traffic. I'll sleep through all that.
All that bullshit.
You know what I'm saying?
When you get up to leave for
I'm
work,
the first one at the gym.
When you get up to leave for work, it's cooling down.
That's what
You
I'm
got
saying.
the best shift in the world right now.
When you leave for work and you got to be to work at 10 o'clock at night, ops. Nigga, it's like 90 degrees.
Remember when I had graveyard shift, that was the best time for me because, like we said, all the above, but as well, I didn't have to deal with a lot of, even in the rain.
Yeah.
It was raining while I was in there.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, by the time the sun comes up, it's dry.
Right?
By the time the sun goes down, I didn't have to deal with that.
Right? And now working graveyard shift, rain. Oh my gosh. Now see, I think that would be the perfect grow schedule if you could, if there was some way you could like get a light set up, but graveyard setups, that's like, I got my grow going right now. And both my grows are
I have an idea for that.
Nighttime setups, because I'm like,
but I don't want to push anything on that idea because I'm not exactly 100% sure about it.
Spit it out.
Put a cover on the top, throw a light in that bitch, one on each end or something. Maybe all four corners of that tarp or whatever you use, just to light it. Put a fan in front of that bitch. Blow and keep it cool.
I feel you.
Now I've seen it being done out in Stockton, and they have similar weather to us because they are not the Bay Area; they are the Valley,
right?
Such as we are. So they deal with similar temperatures as well. Like right now, they're easily about almost 110. So
yeah, they're rocking right with us.
They could feel our pay right now.
Yeah, they're rocking right with us.
I've seen it done out there, outdoor grows.
So like a light fan or fans on a...
What I see was a fan blowing, keep circulation, cool everything as much as you possibly can for what you're working with.
Right.
As well as keeping the roots cooled and watered early morning, all that good stuff. And the light, I would switch the schedule. You might want to start the opposite.
Right.
And when you switch over to the latter.
See, I'm running my lights at night,
but
because it's
outdoor.
cooler. Exactly. But I see on the outdoor grow.
Because you want to work
sense.
the same
right.
You want to work with less heat at the cooler points.
Now, see, I was wondering about that. But see, like being in the valley, I think the key. I think the key to that though is your watering schedule. Most of all, definitely. Like you're really sitting there and you're watering this thing a ton.
No, you
just
have to.
So because it's soaking up so much to keep itself cool.
The heat will just dry it up too.
Oh gosh.
So you better get up early in the morning. If for those of you who are doing outdoor grows, such as myself, you better get up early in the morning.
Yeah, you gotta get
up.
Hopefully,
crack of dawn and just soak the fuck out of your entire. Flood that bitch.
Right.
You better have 3-4 inches of soaked dirt.
Yeah, because
that sun will soak it up by midday.
The heat is just it's too unbearable. It doesn't even evaporate. It just dies.
Yeah,
the water just don't even evaporate. It just it's done.
Gives up. That's sad when your
water comes up into the air and it's like, no.
That's where the plant will just grow a stem out to flip you off and die.
Right?
Fuck you, it's too hot.
That's like, if you ever see these folks out here with luscious lawns.
Oh, y'all crazy.
Folks, y'all know what I'm talking about.
Come invest
You got that
with
one
us.
person in the neighborhood.
We got artificial turf.
But you got that one person in the neighborhood. He's got that luscious lawn, but you always notice his water is on. Or his watering schedule is long as fuck.
Shit.
Why? Because he's soaking the fuck out that water.
He has to.
Because that's the only way your lawn is going to survive.
Yeah.
Like, you got to just hydrate
Unless
your
you're
plant.
digging up, I don't know, 6-7 inches of topsoil, throwing a shitload of ice in that bitch, cover it back up.
Right?
Even that might just get you to the end of the day. And then you have
Right.
to hit it with more.
No, don't even do that. Look, if you got powder nutrients, put your nutrients down and just put a bag of ice. Like, empty out a bag of ice on your plant.
Just try
And just let the sun melt it.
10-pound sacks.
Just let the sun just...
Do his job. Cut a hole in the bag. Just one slice in the sun.
Right? You'll have a properly watered plant by the end of the day.
Hey, that works though. I have family who's growing. What was it? It was a tree. It grew like pink pistils out of it that were like flowers. I can't remember the fucking name of it.
Like a cherry blossom?
That's what it was.
Okay.
Cherry blossom tree. And the water, it got so hot a couple of years ago, as you remember.
Like
They
it
said,
always does in
"Fuck it,"
Vegas?
because they had to leave the water on for about 2 hours in the morning just to properly soak.
Mm-hmm.
Said fuck it, just started taking bottles, freezing them all night, and sticking them in the dirt. Let it melt all day.
And just let it melt in water itself.
That's it. Let it water itself and buy it.
Like
they still do the
Like
the
a water globe.
They still do morning and night.
Yeah, but they still get
cut their
natural
time
water.
because of it.
And then you got this melting water that's just naturally
Nice
kind of
and
flowing
cold
into
and
it.
keeping your roots cool to a nice temperature all day, maintaining. Till you get home
Oh,
and you're able to.
shit. That makes me think of something.
Yeah, till you're able to.
Inside the space bucket, take a small bottle of water, freeze it. Now, after I've put it outside in the sun for 16 hours, transfer it to a small bottle of water, right? Leave it. Don't fill it up all the way because I'm gonna be flipping it over and shit and dumping it in there.
Gotta have room.
No, don't fill it up all the way, right? Freeze it. Take off the cap. Stick it inside the space bucket. The cool air from the frozen in thing will circulate in the bucket while watering the plant.
That's what I was trying to say. Last week when we did the podcast, we could have. We needed some dry ice, just a little bit of water on top of it, with the fan behind it.
Yeah.
Ghetto
That's
AC.
right?
We said
Ghetto space cooler in a bitch.
Yeah, same thing. Especially with this heat.
That's why I was
it'll be
like,
perfect.
I asked my
temperature.
wife, I was like, where can you dry ice from? And she was like,
So,
why do you ask? And I was like, because we kind of like need to. So, because I was telling her about it, I was like, we need to do this.
Yeah.
Like now.
As quick as I swear. When it first comes, I'm doing it.
Right?
I don't give a shit what the wife has to say.
Yeah.
I need some motherfucking dry ice out this bitch.
Babe, look, check this out.
You
You'll
how
be
it
kind of
is.
mad. I spent $10, but I got us like 18 pounds of dry ice, and I'm going to just sit the fan on top of the cooler.
You see where the speaker system is.
Right?
I got to slap every day. And being as I have it outside, I have to deal with the elements. Which people still look at me like I'm fucking nuts sitting out here at 117 just to play music. But you know what? You just ain't me.
Yeah, but you're in the shade.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
But
I
even
mean,
in the shade, it still brings it down to like 114.
Yeah. You're still at
baking and
110
roasting.
in the shade in Las Vegas. What?
It wasn't me.
Right? But before we get into anything else, folks,
Yes.
I'm giving us a little quick Instagram shout out.
We needed to hit our sponsors too.
Warrior for Beauty _ Gonzalez. I want to personally thank you. This is Drewski, by the way, one half of the dynamic duo we call the What Are We Doing podcast.
The Elevated Lifestyle Crew.
And she's been showing us a lot of love on the gram.
Okay, hey.
So
hit my page too.
Stacks510, that's the other half of the crew. But she's
sir.
a veteran cannabis advocate.
I love it.
So
Now, where is she live right? Or is she?
I don't know.
Live?
She's tuned into us live right now.
If she
but
is,
she is
please.
Vegas based.
Thank you. That's what I was gonna ask.
You know.
DM me, DM Jersky. We have I have a couple questions for you.
And we've got a special episode. We're going to start doing things a little bit different here. You know what I'm saying, folks? We want to start involving people in the cannabis community into our podcast. So,
give you a more in-depth.
We're extending our first invitation to our first female, who is also a veteran, who also happens to be a cannabis advocate, to our show.
Period.
So, you know what I'm saying? That's our shout out for today.
I don't know about that.
Mid-roll, since you brought up, we got to pay some bills, and we got to make some money at the same time.
Come on.
Let's see. I think Loot Crate might do us good today.
Yeah, we hit Loot Crate.
Yeah, I mean, I still haven't gotten one yet. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to BarkBox. Always.
Didn't I tell you? Chonky.
Dang, bro.
That was the whole thing.
That was
Shout out to Mama Sativa. You gonna get
Mama Sativa's about to burn in peace.
What was his name on How High?
I know who you're talking
Ivory.
about. Ivory, yeah. They were smoking Ivory.
The Ivory, nigga. What do you mean? I just passed it to the guy in the back.
Huh?
Ain't no fucking guy in the back. He jumped out of his car with us so quick.
Right?
I ain't never seen someone move that fast.
On some other news right now,
What?
be careful. Don't smoke that right now. Just wait a minute. The boys got somebody hemmed up right across the street. They're about to take her to jail right now. They
Legal,
got her
folks.
pulled over in her
Legal.
car and her truck and everything else.
Well, hey, I guess she better stop smoking dope.
Yep.
Folks,
No, I
get
think she's
cannabis.
an HO.
Yeah.
She's an
Hey,
HO.
half the hoes I know in this world do dope.
And half
Because
the
they're-
hoes in this world like Loot Crate. And folks, Loot Crate's that mystery crate that delivers the best in geek and gaming gear, from collectibles, apparel, tech gadgets, art, and other epic gear. It's like Comic-Con in a box. Stacks.
Yes.
Bro, did you know for $20 a month you could get 6 to 8 items that include licensed gear, apparel, collectibles, unique, one-of-a-kind items, and more?
Delivered to my door?
Delivered to your door.
I mean,
Now,
I ain't got to walk out in the sun and do anything.
you ain't got to get out in this heat and do nothing, but there is a catch. You only have until the 19th at 9 p.m. to
what's that for?
subscribe and to receive this month's crate. And then when the cutoff's over, bro, it's over.
Gotta catch on the next one.
Now, folks, if you support Loot Crate, you're supporting the What Are We Doing podcast, and we love your support.
We love it
So
all.
go to sign up at www.trylootcrate.com/whatar and enter code BRIDGE10 to save 10% on any new subscription. That's www.trylootcrate.com/whatar, and you're going to use the code BRIDGE10. That's BRIDGE, the number 10 equaling 10.
You know.
And that's going to get you 10% off savings of your new prescription. Now, back to the show.
Showtime.
Oh,
Well, we love our sponsors.
we love them.
Come
Mama
on.
Sativa.
Mama Sativa.
It's going down.
But
But
go get this girl down.
she's kind of got me intrigued, but I don't see. Oh, no. She said down the street. These lights look a little bit closer to what
I don't give a fuck where they are. Folks, we are legal recreational possessing and smoking on private property. As we are on private property, if anybody has an issue with that, I guess you better go inside, close your window, and turn the AC on.
Look, check this out.
Because I just ain't feeling, you can't tell me I can't medicate on my property.
And I'm in my property. Plus, we're over 21.
Oh, way past that.
I mean,
We've been buying alcohol, beef.
bruh.
I just can't even finish it.
Yeah, we're not even going to finish that statement, but we've been doing this for a long time, folks.
Long enough.
Long enough. Long enough to... I think we might finish this Hennessy bottle off tonight.
Oh, we're going to.
Yeah. I might need another lemonade and ice. But...
I'll let you take over real quick. I gotta go grab this girl.
There you go. So, folks, as y'all know, we do live in the state of Nevada, and we're dealing with some things that could potentially harm what we're doing recreationally. And when I say harm, that means extend the time. It's a really bad thing that we're going through right. Not bad, but I think it kind of sucks because the way dispensaries are set up in the state of Nevada, they don't need a middleman to distribute distribute cannabis to them. And if you guys know about our regulation laws, alcohol companies are federally regulated. So you want to try to legally distribute cannabis when it's federally illegal for you to even do having an alcohol license. So why in the fuck all, girl, if you don't stop coming out here with that little ass dress on, I'm about to put my hands somewhere I don't need me. All right? Stop it. Okay? That's my other baby mama in the room, folks. But like I said, we're going through this thing with recreational marijuana, and so you know that they're going to begin on July 1st. Here's the latest newscast. We're going to do our Google alerts like we do every week, and we're going to, I don't even know what website this is. We're going to find out in a second. Fox 13 Salt Lake City. So with recreational marijuana sales beginning in Nevada on July 1st, many people from surrounding states like Utah, California, and Arizona and Idaho are expected to make a run for the border. So, will non-residents be able to purchase recreational marijuana in Nevada? The Nevada Department of Taxation says licensed dispensaries will be able to sell to adults from Utah or any other state. What you cannot do is take it across state lines.
That's right.
I think we kind of figured that much. The Nevada Department of Taxation says licensed dispensaries will be able to sell to adults from Utah or any other state. What you cannot do is take it across state lines. Marijuana of all types remains illegal in Utah, and recreational pot is still illegal in Arizona and Idaho. So transporting it across state lines is illegal, and it is at your own risk. Marijuana possession of a personal quantity is a misdemeanor crime in Utah. Any more than that, and it's a felony drug trafficking, which could also be a federal charge. So how much can you buy as an adult? This newscast says that question 2, approved by Nevada voters in 2016, allows the possession of up to 1 ounce of marijuana for adults 21 and over. That's the crazy thing about the marijuana laws in the state of Nevada. Now, as a recreational patient, you can't buy as much as as a medical patient, you can't buy as much as a recreational patient. This is the newscast about how much and...
Hold on, so the medical patient can't buy as much as a recreational?
Cannot.
Really?
Folks, we got a new guest in the building. Introduce yourself.
I'm Manny Man.
Manny Man is in the building. Now, his question was about medical and recreational patients. So, in the state of Nevada, a recreational customer can buy an ounce a day.
Okay.
I think it's an ounce every 3 days.
That's probably not monitored, so you can
Medical.
probably go to different clubs and get as much as you want.
But we're
Recreational.
talking different quality too.
No.
Medical from recreational.
State of Nevada law states medical marijuana is also recreational marijuana.
What? You mean I gotta buy the same dry ass shit on recreational?
Unfortunately,
I
for
can't find no sticky out this fucking dry weather.
but I think that's just how how we've cured. You know what I'm saying?
Everything comes from Cali. You know that.
It should.
And that's what's scary is because
But
out
like
here,
we've got growers out
It
here,
doesn't even get to that.
okay,
and
the
we've got
growers
our
out here are growing the
dispensary.
strain that came from Cali though.
Right?
Yeah.
But and then they're growing it
They
to the
have to.
standards that like everybody in Nevada knows, which is like drier than most.
Well, it depends. If it's indoor, it's gonna be the same.
For the quality
Doesn't
you
make
expect
sense.
from the club, it's just not what you.
No.
Now, from what I
It's
It's
understand, on that,
35-36%, you're doing good. And I mean, honestly, the
That was not cool.
club itself, they try to carry the best they can. You know what
right?
I'm saying? And I was tripping on now the growers. I always thought it was going to be like, contained like they do in Colorado, where they grow indoors. They started doing that with the medical here. You grow indoors. You do all your cannabis, whether it's smoking it, wax,
Right.
You know what I mean? Whether it's edibles or whatever it is, it's all in house. You know what I'm saying?
See, well, that's how we're set up.
Cali, you got a license. You don't even need a license. You could be a vendor. You can go right to the club and you can dump, you know what I'm saying, peas to them or whatever.
Yeah, now see how we're set up here in Nevada. It's really we don't need a middleman. Like with the current law giving alcohol distributors that the first shot of being, distributing it from a grower to a dispensary doesn't make
Right.
any sense when our dispensaries are already growing their own and
Right.
manufacturing their
Right.
own.
Right.
In-house.
Yeah, they're already doing
Yeah,
it in
in-house,
house.
so that way they
So
try to
why do we
contain-
need distributors? That's like my big main thing about like the whole Nevada state law. Like, why do we need a distributor if we're already?
But you're talking about, when you say distributor, you mean other growers that are local or
So
Transportation.
what
different?
they want to do?
Well, the department with the alcohol license, they sued. They put a big lawsuit up
Because they
they're
want to be as the
that
ones-
want to deliver it.
They want to deliver it from the grower to the club.
right.
Here's the thing about that though. Them possessing it is still federally illegal
That's right.
because they have an alcohol license.
And this is state.
This
Right.
is a state now that has gone recreational and
But not federal.
no,
We're all
federally
state.
it's still illegal.
Right.
All across the board, federally it's illegal.
Right.
You can talk and practice the same time.
So that's why they sued, because they wanted this special license to be distributors.
Right.
And it was
Pretty
like, we
much
don't.
They're trying to lock down the transportation issue before anybody else has a chance.
Right.
But
they got
it
18
is-
months of that
yeah.
now. But yeah.
Here's
Which technically, I'm gonna tell you the truth. That seems smart for them because they're gonna make their money.
It's always
well,
smart
that's
for them.
but for alcohol distributors, yeah, that's just money. That's
Right,
all
right.
it is money.
Right.
But
They
what
don't
we're
give a
doing,
fuck about the medical.
what the way Nevada's got it set up, it's you've got people who can give you what we'll call quality, but it's not going to be tainted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, there's no way you can tell me.
Excuse us, folks. It's medication time.
It's always medication. Hey, I just want to come over here and see if you guys want to smoke.
Hey,
Something
always
real.
time.
we always want to medicate, but
Back to the licensing.
Yeah.
Basically. They want to transport.
what they want to be transporters.
Right. That's what
But we don't need it. Like, most of the dispensaries that we have set up here already are so big that they grow in-house,
But
they harvest in-house, they cure in-house, and then they manufacture in-house from their wax.
see, you're talking
edibles.
about eliminate the growers that are going to try to grow local
No.
to dump
So
some to the club to make money.
this is, so
now they
what
got to go
happens?
through a licensed company, which is them, and then that base is going to happen, which is a good. I'm gonna tell you right now, that's a good way to keep a
It
track
sounds
of.
like the music
flow.
industry.
Well,
You
It's
make
not
the
like
music
getting a
with the
360
label,
deal.
all that music made with the labels in house, their studio, everything.
but then you had
But-
independents,
Then you got to use
Make
their
the artist direct
distributor
money.
to get to all these outlets.
right?
That's all it reminds me. of.
Exactly. I mean, it's the same thing. They're just trying
Exactly.
to monopolize.
It's
and-
they're trying to get
Minus,
in on the money.
minus,
What
as
they're
you
doing
said, the
is-
independent
what they're
game,
doing
which
is-
would be our growers.
right.
Yeah, they're just trying to get into the money.
Agriculture.
I think they're gonna
Thing.
I think
these are gonna be shady deals, and they're gonna taint.
Oh,
It's
is this
supposed to
alcohol?
go to me.
right. That's what I'm saying.
We
See,
can-
that's what I'm talking about.
That's what I don't want. I don't want tainted weed. I'm sorry. Like, I
Right.
don't know from just the distribution.
right.
They can go ahead and give you all the paperwork on the weed that you want with the testing that they're doing on this. But at the same time, they can still hand you bullshit. So,
What they want you to see.
and it also
We're American,
increases
we'll get
the
it.
tax rate on our weed. It's a fucking plant. Why are we goddamn charging for it? I know why we're charging for it, because motherfucking nutrients are goddamn expensive.
Yeah, they are.
Okay? I know why we charge for weed. It's to
Energy.
cover fucking nutrients and a power bill.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right
Water
now.
and
I
water.
don't know nothing about it. On the other end, they'll give that weed away. It's no big deal.
But no,
Growers will
I'm
give
telling
it
you,
away.
if I could, like,
And
if I
that's the way
could,
it should be.
if I could do a collective to where it's all donation basis, and I just gave out legally, the legal amounts to every one of my customers and this and that. But anybody who came in, it was they already knew. Like, there was a donation behind it. I'm not even asking for a donation of the price of an ounce or the price of an
Right,
eighth.
right, right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're donating.
Right.
Shoot something.
away.
I don't care. Look,
Right.
you got $20. And you need your medication.
I got you. For
This is
20.
where this is the kind of club I would like to run, because it's a fucking plant at the end of the goddamn day.
I
Like,
know that, but that's not what they're gonna do. You know that. That's not what they want you to
no,
do.
that's not what they want you to do.
No. Federally, they don't want that. They want to run the game. So that's the reason why they got the dispensaries in the first place. But honestly, for years and years and years, pot growers were like, yeah,
What do you taste?
do this, do that, legalize it, make it, you know what I'm saying, recreational. For years, you know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, here it is coming reality. But the main thing is that it's like, once you got them all doing it, how are they going to regulate this? Are they going to let the growers
Come
go
here.
up there? You know what
She
I'm
don't
saying?
know no better.
Give up something to the dispensary. If it's good weed, they got to test it and do whatever they should be. That's the way it should be.
Right?
That way, if the person that grows it knows what he's doing and is growing something good, because I'm going to tell you, a lot of weed growers don't just grow marijuana. They grow a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah.
And it's a lot of good stuff. And there's a lot of shit that's out there that's really good for people that they don't even know that's, you know what I'm saying, they're putting in
From
the
what
ground.
from what I'm understanding with the interaction with our sponsor and everything like that, a lot of people who grow their own weed are sustainable farmers.
Right.
Like, they grow potatoes.
Yeah, they'll grow
They
everything.
grow
multiple amounts of
tomatoes,
stuff.
peppers.
That's where it started.
lettuce, and cabbage.
You know what I'm saying?
Them
Like,
old- yeah,
everything.
them
Radishes.
farmers are knocking them out.
herbalists.
Yeah.
Right.
In the purest sense of the word, they're
Botanists.
herbalists.
But I'm saying things that are good for you, that are, you know what I'm saying, that can actually help you
Oh, yeah.
health wise. You know what I mean?
From the earth.
Yeah, not just mushrooms and, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
and turnips and what's it, ginger and all that. There's a lot of money in that stuff.
But
Those
Gotta
what are those
look
little
into
fluffy things? I forget what they call
growing
them.
ginseng.
yeah,
There's a lot of money in there.
Yes, yeah.
Man. Ginseng
Well,
will sell for $1 million. It's sold in there.
I like it for its qualities, but I don't trust how they grow it before they put it in all my stuff.
what you mean?
How can they guarantee me they grew with the pesticide-free, healthiest way possible? They can't.
Unless you start becoming your own
Because
it's
farmer.
mass
Even right here, look at
produced,
this
though.
Rockstar.
Right.
You read it, ginseng in it.
Everything.
That's
is
all it
mass
says, though.
produced.
It does not say how or how they grew or
But you know what?
anything about
Well,
it.
anybody
Just
knows
ginseng.
anything about ginseng, it's old as hell. It's
Yes.
been in the ground, 300,
Yes.
400 years. And they got even stuff that's even
And
been
that's
back
why
in there from
property
way
is
back.
so beautiful.
That's why it's worth millions of
In
dollars.
the dirt.
So when you hear the thing about, the ginseng and this and that and all
That's the
these
first time I've
drinks
coughed
and-
all night. And that was
It's
off the
all
Hennessy.
Shout
I'm
out
gonna,
to
tell
Hennessy.
you, I'm gonna tell you right now, the shit I used to mess with when I was growing a whole bunch and it was good was my own strain. You basically take one seed from this, mix it with another, which is what everybody's doing. It's so easy to do. You just cut a seed open, you know what I'm saying, and change a little bit around. It's done. It takes you a minute. The whole thing is that you come out with your own strain. It's whether it's real potent or it's not potent, it's a good thing. But you're doing something that's, if you're trying to help your own cause, and everybody else come just like, hey, they need it just as well as you do.
Well, I think that's why I think you started to see a lot of cannabis farmers stick with their male plants because of the
Keep
cross
that flavor
that
going.
cross pollination though. Like I have. Like
You
you
can only
got-
do that for like 10 years, and then that plant's no good. Can't, you know what I'm saying? The strain is gone. Start all
Well,
over
yeah, that's
again.
when you yeah
That's
because
why you try to get those generations. You got 10
yeah
generations.
you gotta have something that's
Then they just run out.
But if you can like keep a sustainable strain,
Well,
like the one I'm growing right now is Granddaddy Purple mixed with AK-47.
Okay.
So you've got a
Purple grenade.
Yeah.
you got a sativa dominant hybrid,
Right.
and then you've got the rest of that hybrid indica kicking in with a full indica Granddaddy Purp.
Right.
So, like we were saying,
Well,
that's going to be one of
what
those.
the THC count levels is going to be is what will tell the whole story. You know what I mean?
You know what?
But that
I've learned,
XX,
though-
triple X, that's good.
I've learned though that it's
High.
not all about THC count.
Well, it depends on what you're looking for.
It depends on
It depends on what you're looking for, really.
yeah. For those who actually know what they're going in there to get and what their ailments are, what their tastes and flavors is and such, THC does play a count. For those of you who need more of a CBD, I think you should do more research on all your strains before you just dive into the highest THC, because it does not mean the highest CBD.
Or the highest THC count too could also like do the opposite effect of, even though the strain says like it'll
Yes.
make you happy and euphoric and you're a really depressed person.
It can
know
make
what I'm
you
saying?
anxious.
You're
and
that high
paranoid.
THC count though, getting you extra high
Yes.
Right.
could do the opposite effect to you. So
Right.
that's why I
I've
say
heard a lot
THC
about that,
count
too.
Yeah.
is
Plus
not all about
Different
it's not
people,
all about
body
THC
react
count.
differently.
Right. That's why I'm like, it can't be all about THC count. You know what I'm saying? Because people who, you know what I'm saying? There could be one strain that you do and it's a less THC count, but it still helps the same
Yes.
ailments. That's where, you know, like where we're talking about microdosing. That's where I would take that a little bit
Yeah.
more serious, and when you know,
Especially
like
for
you're,
beginners, first timers, or not,
yeah, when you're first getting into the
not very
cannabis.
seasoned in it. Because if you really
Culture.
truly haven't broke your chest in, I can guarantee you about an hour of coughing without even wanting to cough.
Have you? Okay. Y'all hear those sorry ass coughs on like the background, and like instrumentals
Nah.
and shit like that?
That's bullshit.
Look,
I can
those
do
are
that
cute.
fucking my throat.
You know what that was? That was a dude in the studio going, "Hey, yo, cough like you did that one time when you hit the bong and you tried to emulate it." No, have you ever hit a strain so heavy and made the? Have you ever made a bong so milky it looked like milk?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then you hit
found
that
out
bitch.
the last time.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then all
I
of a
got
sudden,
him a gravity bong first time
Bruh,
over here, like
first
two
time.
podcasts ago.
Oh,
and
Fucked him up.
Have
Got a
you-
straight milk
yo.
jug. It's out of Dr. Pepper bottle.
Hey, what do you think about your tolerance level, though? Because
Yeah.
one weed you get real
Yeah.
high tolerance to,
That plays a
and
big
then
factor.
you know what I'm saying. Then next thing you know, a different strain, it just hits
It's-
you
yeah.
a whole different level.
it does.
And that's what the people are worried about, because a lot of people say they don't want that hybrid knocking people on their ass. You know what I mean?
But if you look at it, though, technically, almost every weed we have now is a hybrid.
That's what I'm saying.
Anything with power
I mean,
or
you
to
still
the
got-
standards
because,
of qualities
like,
we
right.
expect
You know what I
You still
nowadays.
have
Granddaddy
Rurales,
Purple.
which is good. You
I
got the
noticed
Northern
a
Light
couple of
strain
times-
that's really great. Go ahead, go ahead. The
A couple of
indicas,
times
all that
we
stuff.
went to the club, and my one friend was angry because they didn't have what she was there for, because they all sold out.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
And then they
They're
were
gonna
like,
have-
"Oh
they
well,
supplied
oh
demand.
well, you should have came early in the
That's-
morning.
that's
when we
something-
sold everything
Well,
out."
That's something
That's
Nevada's
not
gonna have.
love. That's
Nevada's
not
gonna have to
love.
figure that out on their own.
Yeah, I got a feeling once they know
They
people
want
are
to do
gonna
everything
come,
in house.
they're
They're gonna have to learn how to
They're
maintain
running out of sativas.
supply and demand.
Yeah.
Well,
Now,
That's
if you
the thing,
opened
though.
up to
They're running out of
outside
what she wanted,
gardeners and
yeah.
such, you'd have more of a supply, along with more of a variety,
That's true.
and as well as helping the economy. Because now
Okay.
you're giving people jobs.
But
I
okay,
know,
but
what's
is
the
that
next
is
shit
that
that
the
we're
is
not
that
doing?
the
That would be
common
the-
goal
Go ahead.
of the alcohol distributors? Are they going to be
I doubt
bringing other?
I
grow
doubt it,
house-
because let's
other-
face it, if
other
they were
gardeners to our
about
house?
our cause,
No.
the same cause we are with the
No.
cannabis community, they would have been on our hype from the beginning.
Right.
Not months into this. We're just about a month away from this shit
Right.
legalized.
Yeah, now you
now,
wanna put a
now they
lawsuit out.
want to delay everybody because you want to jump in. You
But they
believe it.
passed off all those applications.
They,
Everybody
that's what I'm
got
saying.
them.
They had all their time.
They had another
Every-
like 30. It took another
we
30
had-
of them in.
Well, we had like
On the last
15
thing I heard.
unknown people just pop up and
Right.
apply with
Supposedly.
money
Well,
out
they
their
were.
pockets and investors' pockets,
Right.
and now they're being delayed because the alcohol companies decide we just want to show up late to the game.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And that's
Like-
what I don't get.
But
Like,
I don't know if that
I
was
think
the
they
whole
should still
thing.
go through with it, push them through as well, but charge them an extra fee for being delayed
yo, I
instead of
would- yeah.
delaying everybody else in the
Well,
state.
like, I'm
that's
sorry.
politics.
Why do that?
That's politics right there.
I'm
Charge
sorry.
them
Stephen
motherfuckers.
knows it. That's an attorney. He said, "Wait a minute.
That's all they want
This
is
is
more
what
money.
You can do.
Politics,
You
period,
lost
is
a
money.
year for this, and we'll get that."
Charge them motherfuckers another
So-
$2,000-$3,000 for delays.
Yeah, that's what
But
I
no,
would
no,
do.
no, no, no. They're
I
paying
would
whatever.
put that
they
up
no
on their
problem.
licensing.
They're gonna take care of. They got plenty of money. They're not worried
But see,
about
but
that.
That's what I'm saying.
But
But
at the end of the
state
day,
just
like
wants
the
the money.
judge ruling, at the end of the day, what I would do is go, all right, check this out. we're gonna delay this. We might make it another 2 weeks for you guys to do this and become distributors. But since you guys decided to throw this lawsuit in here 2 weeks before we wanted to go recreational, you guys get charging them $10,000.
Yeah.
Well, they must
Fine
have
for
did
it.
something
Fine
already.
for
Yeah,
delays.
it's a fine.
Right.
And let's
because-
face it, they got money
sorry,
from way back in the
but-
day, still spending.
Yeah, because this is all from lawyers. Lawyers
Yeah,
had
this-
them jump in
Well, no,
and
this
do
is-
this process.
They ain't even got to waste the time in
So,
court.
oh yeah, but somebody's
No.
high-priced lawyer jumped in the game. Was like, hey yo,
It's
check
just
this
Called
out.
corporate America.
Throw
brother.
this
That's all
monkey
it is.
wrench in the
Corporate
game real
America
quick.
told
Thank
their
you, Trump.
attorneys to do this.
Thank
yeah,
you, Trump,
listen,
for hiring all corporate America.
but let me
We're
just get back to
officially
your
corporate
question. What
America
your
now.
question was is, were they just going to allow everybody to come in and do what, you know what I'm saying?
That's
no,
what I'm
they
saying.
they handed
Or-
out all those applications.
Right,
The
but-
only time they would take somebody else in,
They had to pay the fee for the application.
hell yeah, they paid $5,000,
Yeah.
which was a deal
Per application.
Because at the very beginning, it was like 15.
Yeah.
And they didn't want the guys that you see when you go to the gambling hall. They didn't want all those boys involved, so
No.
they denied a whole bunch of them at first.
Oh yeah.
Then all of a sudden, when it came down to the last year and the finalizations, they thought about it. Wait a minute, we're going to need more growers, so they allowed 30 more people with applications to come in. And believe me, these
Or
guys
30
are
more
game
companies.
tight. They're not no, you know what I'm saying? This
Yeah.
is, this is that Walt, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. This is
Walt
the,
doing his thing,
final
chemist type
selection.
shit on the number one. That's how they're going to do it. And
See.
these people aren't just run of the mill. I mean, there's a lot of good guys that are out from the Iron Triangle. You know, that's Cali. But they're going to come out here to Vegas and make it happen. That's the only way.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
we can't do it in California.
Yeah.
California
you got no
so
Yeah,
chance.
because
flooded
they
and
banned
crowded with
it from
growers now.
transporting
Yep.
it from California
It's not
to
worth it.
Nevada.
It's not worth it.
They
Keep
banned
it
it.
all
And
legal.
that's the black market.
And
But if you
Black
keep it
market.
all legal, it's always better.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
So-
saying. And if we can,
I mean,
link
that's
up
all we're
with a
trying to
legal
do,
state
folks.
like California,
Legally medicate and legally grow.
with growers like the Jungle
Self-sustain.
Boys,
Yeah.
growers,
Go up
you
here.
know, big grow houses like that are kind of
Educate
oversaturating their market. And we can get some of that knowledge out here. Like,
I'd
if
be
we can
fine
get-
with commercial grows as long as they gave it the time and quality. I mean, you have
I
commercial material to grow
Right.
mass. Why not just give it that extra little effort and make quality now?
Here's the problem with that.
Because you're still gonna
Because
get.
you're an
still
outdoor
gonna-
smoker.
Oh, I love indoor, but I'm testing this outdoor because of our weather out here.
Right.
Because
I think
I haven't grown outdoor in
Hey,
this desert at all.
Honestly, I'm going to tell a perfect example of that. When Cali went, they said, hey, wait a minute, we're going to go ahead and let people grow and we're going to give out applications. I don't want to, pick somebody out of the crowd, but Montel Williams, from the beginning, dropped $1 million. And from that $1 million, he had 20 million dropped and had all these warehouses made. I mean, like I said, I don't want to, pick him out of the whole crowd, but the point
Yeah.
is, a lot of people did
We're
that.
not going to say no names.
A
Keep
lot
it
of
clean.
people did that because look at where they're at now. I mean, they made $1 billion on this industry in California in 20. And
Yeah.
it's been 10 years going, and right now it's been 20.
Yeah.
But technically, 10
That's
years on the books.
Well, we can say
Montel
10 with,
made a
with
full.
Nevada.
I mean, everybody.
We could chalk it to 10 for Nevada.
know-
It's been about, 7-8 years for Nevada legally. For,
Legally.
medical.
But we,
So we could chalk
And
that to
but
about
we
a
took
decade.
way too long,
Right.
man. Just
But Cali's
way
been
too
ahead of
long.
that. Colorado's been ahead of that. Washington's been ahead of it.
Yeah.
We just got to catch up.
True.
But we could get there fan base wise as long as we did quality instead
Right.
of quantity. Because now you're just pushing out a bunch of shit just to satisfy.
But that's up to the clubs. The clubs got
That's
all
what-
the.
yeah,
they
that's
got
what I'm
all
talking
the
about.
science stuff.
No.
They
can
need to
check
take
the
their
marijuana,
part.
make
I've
sure
seen
it's good.
videos where they have $250,000 fucking
Oh, yeah. They got
machines just to
machinery.
make a simple fucking dab I could do with a damn ironer at the fucking house.
Right.
But they got a $250,000 machine to do this. And you
Well-
still can't do it quality-wise compared to Cali, Colorado, Seattle. Fuck, even Arizona clubs I know have got some good sticky.
They'll be
Damn.
on it. They'll be on it. It won't take long, and that's the
Yeah.
reason why. It's because they accumulated this and let all the attorneys do it.
That's
you know what I'm
the
saying?
problem.
And not let the real growers that's been growing for 30, 40 years do the real show.
Watch pause.